Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming, and welcome back to Timberborn, where if you are enjoying the series, I would ask that you please consider leaving a like, a comment, or a subscription. Any will help the channel grow, and they help get it out in front of other people, so thank you very much to those of you that do that. Now, in our last time, we worked on getting our new farm, we worked on our water control system so that we can handle bad tides and everything pretty nicely, and I'm pretty pleased with how all of that's gone so far. Now, one bit I have just noticed is it says we've got 18 unwell beavers. Which they treat injuries. That means we need to work out how to make them feel better. When will they say they're unwell? Why are you unwell? Oh, contaminated bad water. I thought we had that sorted. I thought we'd blocked it all. Okay, well that means we're going to need to work on getting a herbalist pretty blinking quick. Okay, so let's unlock the herbalist. And pop that there, and that's then going to be a priority. But we also then need paper for that, so we have got the science for that, so we can get a paper mill, which is going to need power. So we're probably going to want to sneak that in here, put a path in. I thought I'd stopped any infections, which is a shame. Okay, so that's now going to be a priority as well. What did we also need for that? That turns... It was berries and dandelions, wasn't it? So we're going to need to collect some berries. So we'll need to unpause that. And we're also going to need to grow some dandelions, which we're not doing yet. And there aren't any there. Hang on. Let's recheck. Where's our herbalist? So we come back into well-being. Herbalist creates the antidote. But that was... Ah, there we go. Dandelions. Okay, so it is dandelions. But it's considered a tree. Okay. We've got some more room over here, so let's plant some dandelion fields. Can we get it over this side? We can get it over this side. Okay. So, yeah, let's plant some dandelion fields just here, because I don't think we're going to need a huge number. There we go. And then, yeah, we'll set that going. We are going to want to try and get that sorted fairly quickly, I think. I don't think this requires power. Yeah, consider optimizing paths. It thinks that's a bit far off, but that's fine. There we go. Okay, so you need paper and dandelions and berries. Okay, that's fine. Dandelions are... What are dandelions collected by? You're only getting logs. Is it a... Where are we? Food? Yeah, gather a flag gets dandelions. Okay, well we can sneak gather a flag there. Good. Cool. That means they can start getting dandelions and some of these blueberries that have re-sprouted over here. That's fine. What do we need? We need gears from there. And you're out of gears. That means we're probably going to need to start setting up a gear storage somewhere. So let's... Yeah, medium warehouse. Let's tuck that... Because I don't really want to impact any of the power bits. That's the bit with it. Where could we tuck a medium warehouse? I mean, there is quite tempting. Because we're not going to be able to squeeze that in. But if we do it that way, we might be able to expand out a little bit more somewhere. There we go. Give it a path. Right. You, my friend, can you be collecting gears? There we go, because then that means this guy can keep making gears. He's not going to worry about being slowed down. You guys are making planks, but I don't think we've actually got a plank... Oh, no, we have got a plank storage. Okay, that's fine. That's not too bad. We just got to wait for these dandelions to come in. Then hopefully we can start... Yeah, beavers are now not just unwell, they're now contaminated. Which really knackers their health. So we do want to get that hopefully treated fairly quickly. Looks like we're just waiting on... What are you waiting on? Planks. Okay. Well, I mean, we're making planks. We have got them going as quickly as we can. Okay, alright, there we go. We've got some logs coming through. Logs are now no longer too much of an issue. Now we've got this set up, which is quite good. We've got the berries set up here. No, I didn't want the beaver. I wanted the... Right, so that's actually full. So that means we're going to need a berry storage as well. So then let's get one of these. We can tuck that in there quite nicely. And we can run the path out and we can make that a berry storage. Just tucked in there. There we go. Yeah, can you store berries, please? This building isn't connected by... did I put that backwards? I did put it backwards, didn't I? Right, well then. Let's replace that, shall we? Right, storage this way. And I would like it that way round, thank you. Okay. Love how they go and get fresh logs instead of picking up, you know, the ones from down here. Okay, now you can hold the... Where are they? Berries, please. Cool. That's looking good. Okay, so we're now collecting gears, which is great. We're now making paper, which is great. You have the berries. You need to get some dandelions. You need 40. I don't know how many of these are going to put out. Okay. Days to grow 3. Okay, so it looks like the weed effectively starts there. But hopefully that's going to let the... what have we got? You've got your paper, you've got your berries. You are genuinely just waiting on these dandelions. Okay, hopefully they'll come in soon. We've got plenty of potatoes coming through, which is nice. Our cooked potatoes are doing well. Water storages are doing nicely as well. I'm happy with those. Keeping all of that nice and full. I think we're probably going to need more dandelions than that. Yeah, let's put more down. Let's try and do that, because you'll be able to get some of the berries as well. There we go. That will let that... That'll hopefully give us a bit of growth there. Trees I'm really not worried about from a log point of view. Planks we could do with more of. We seem to be slowing down on planks, but I mean at least we're beginning to store gears, which is nice. Come on, how long do these dandelions grow? Because that's what we're desperately waiting for. The building lacks workers. Okay, no, that's fine. They're meant to. Building lacks materials. Yeah, that's fine. Construction lacks materials. Because you need pine resin, yes. Do we actually get the tapper shack? No, we need 500 science for the tapper shack, so we're just going to have to keep saving for that. And then we'll have to check the range on the tapper shack, see where we can actually put that. But everything's kind of progressing kind of nicely at the moment. I think we could probably try and expand, get a few more beavers down. If we look at housing... Price 250. Now the bit I can't remember, one of these, the door is high. Yeah, these ones. So these actually need to go higher up like that to even get started. But we can tuck 2 in like that. That's going to give us some more expansion space for more beavers, which will be good. Got any dandelions yet? No, have you not grown yet? Oh, you're nearly there. Okay. Okay. Alright, well, we'll just have to keep waiting on those then. At least we've got these triple lodges now, so that's going to give us some decent height there. We can actually plonk some in the water down here as well. But I kind of want all that water storage space, so I don't want to use it for anything else. We could put some up here around near the farm though. Wow, look at all those potatoes. We have no one working here. Okay, so we absolutely need some more beavers to harvest all of that. He is... what's he short on? Logs. Okay, you're short on logs. We don't have any haulers. That's going to have slowed everything down. So yeah, we definitely need to increase our population now, because now we're having efficiency problems. We can pause these power wheels because we don't need any beavers in those. Right, this is actually a priority because I need you to get the dandelions so that we can start doing some healing. How many are you getting? Wait, you've only got 2. I mean, at least you need... so, 2 make 2 potions. Okay, so we do need to get some. You can store 40. Okay, well, I mean, hopefully that's going to help. We got our guys using our little lilos there. Hedges, lanterns. I'm tempted with the Agora, but... oh, looks like we started brewing potions! Yay! Okay, so now we've got some healing bits where we should hopefully see some of these sick beavers coming through and heading to go and get healed. Because we actually have antidotes that we've got made up, which is good. That was a sudden hard requirement. I'm kind of waiting for some of this antidote to get used up and for this contaminated number to start dropping. Yeah, antidote's used up. Hopefully we'll start seeing that drop. Cool. And we've got room for our triple lodges that have come in. So that gives us a chunk more spare beds. That's good. Yeah, we've got 22 spare beds now. That's excellent. So hopefully we can have a bit of a population boon. Don't know if they require multiple antidotes to heal themselves. Because they're actually like fully contaminated as opposed to... oh, dead. Okay. That cures contaminated beavers. Okay. There's not like a decontamination chamber, is there? No, not that I can see. Okay. Alright, well, we'll just have to hopefully keep growing some more there. Oh, you're all out because we need more of those dandelions to come through. That's as far as they can reach. That's okay then. Not a lot I can do around that right now. That's our village centre, working quite nicely. Right, what do I want to get on with next? We do need to sort out the observatory, which means we need to get the pine resin, which means we definitely need some scientists. So that means we're definitely working on beaver population right now. Okay. Fine. Oh, we've got a bad tide approaching. Okay, we'll have to bear that in mind. Right. Where is our best bet going to be? I probably should have shuffled this over and then I could have put a high trellis up there. Let's put another one up here. Put some more housing there for these ones. Oh, okay, that's more housing. Right, okay. I mean, we're down to 16 contaminated ones now, but is that because they're actually dying off instead of actually getting themselves healed up? That I don't know. And we'll probably want to set a storage up for this as well. Okay. We've got bad water back here we can try and make use of as well at some point. Because we are going to need that for explosives. Right, okay. Yeah, so you've gone to go and collect more dandelions. That's fine. That's going to hopefully get more antidote made up. Because I can see him going and grabbing all of the bits with it. Yeah, I think we've had some of our beavers die off due to the illnesses. Because we've got more beds available than we had before. What we got? Died of old age. Oh, we got a load of old age ones. I mean, they're all labelled as old age, but was that accelerated because they were contaminated? That would be the question, wouldn't it? Right, okay. So we've got a couple of days before another bad tide, which is fine. Because again, we'll just seal off our bits up here. I do want to at some point dynamite all of this down to make this a bigger reservoir, and the same with our little puddles over here. Just want to make everything deeper, because all of this, unfortunately, at the moment is flowing straight into here. I need to make this deeper so we can store water in it. And then I'd actually probably need to take this gate down to detonate that and make it all at the same level. That's a challenge with it right now, but we've got a little bit before that bad tide hits us. He's definitely collecting up the dandelions now. I don't want to see some of these guys come and get... I don't want to enter a new name. I want to follow it. Where is he? Lives in lodge. You're contaminated by bad water. Go and... Are you going to go and get some antidote? What are you up to at the moment? I mean, he looks like he's heading there. Yeah. Okay, so he's gone in there. The antidote is doing something, but it looks like it's... I don't know. He must require multiple doses. Okay. Bad tide started, so immediately we now want to do this bit. So that needs to drop. That needs to rise. That needs to rise. Actually, no, that doesn't need to drop. That needs to stay where it is. Because then hopefully that'll force everything up and around the top. Okay. Yeah, so we've blocked off our bit, so we should keep our water hopefully safe. This does dry out, and again, that's part of the problem we've got because we haven't been able to dig down here to store any water. How long until we get explosives? Is it under science? No. Power, metal, wood. Is it terraforming? Oh yeah, there we go. Dynamite. Okay. But don't we need to make the dynamite from somewhere? I always thought there was like an explosives factory you had to make. Okay. Well, be that as it may. We've still got some sick beavers. We do now need these wheels turned on. To at least keep something going on during the bad tide. But yeah, that's all going to keep flowing that way a bit, which is good. That one is just, yeah, just a bad water source. That's fine. So that's constantly doing bad water sources, whereas the ones up here, I think, are just water sources. Yeah, just water source. Okay. Oh! How is bad water flooding in? That's not good. Oh, that's very not good. Right. Get shot of that. We need to lock that off. Oh, yeah, no, I did not realise that was going to flood that. Okay. Yeah, because I thought we were just going to handle it by letting it flow down that way. Right, okay, well there's the end of the bad tide, so let's try and lower this to try and let some fresh water flow in. Maybe not quite that much, because we're filling that quite a lot. I just don't want it kind of flooding up into our area at the moment. Okay. So we'll let that do all of that. We just need to wait for this to start running blue again. That flow as well. So then we can hopefully bring some... Well, either way really. I just need all of this to go blue, which we're not getting just yet. This is part of the problem with bad tides. You've got to try and flush the whole system. Okay. Yeah, I think someone commented on this. We destroy these at the moment. And we just let that start trying to flow through. We'll flush the bad water through, but hopefully that'll get rid of that contamination pretty quickly. Yeah, look, you can see the contamination's hit 20% at the moment. That's closed due to bad water. Yeah, that's fine. Did not want to flood our bit there. I didn't think we were going to. Yeah, let's just drop that. Drop that at the moment. Let everything go. Try and get that bad water out as quickly as possible. Right, you'll tell us our contamination. We're down to 4%. Okay, so we're nearly back to clean water. That's at 1%. Okay, so then I think we can set this back up to 80. Which will let that start filling. We can then lock that off. Just let all of that flow away down there. Okay, or not, because that's now flooding that. Yeah, that's just going to take a little while to set itself up. It does mean we don't need the beavers in the power wheels anymore, because the river's running to keep everything flowing there. We are producing antidote, which is good. We got some haulers working again, which is also good. So having that flows quite nicely. Okay, alright, that seems to have resolved that for the moment, but did not expect when the bad water came for this to all overflood here. So I think what we're going to try and do is, where are our paths? So we've got one there. I think we want to try and get over here so we can destroy these and replace them with floodgates that we can control. I feel like that's the way to do it. That's also going to get us some metal. So, how is our best way to do that? Looking at what we've got. So we've got these guys down here. Can't really... We'd have to clear a load of those trees to do it. But I think we can do that. And then I think we go... demolish resources in basically as straight a line as we can. And then we've got the path there. We can run up and round here. And then we can put some stairs in here. And that will give us the ability to get down there and clear that. Okay. Alright. Yeah, we've now got potions coming into... Or not potion, but antidote coming into storage, which is good. We want to put our path down here. How are we doing? We've still got 35 spare beds. We need more... We need more baby beavers kicking around. As it stands at the moment. We've got 2 injured beavers. That's fine, because we've got beds to rest in. Cool. Awesome. So that's that path now cleared, so we can get over here. That's also going to gain us access to these ruins, which will let us start getting metal, which will be nice. Cool. Okay. So I'm thinking we probably want to try and dam like across here. Well, not dam, but we want control. So we want the floodgates, don't we? So we want that basically. Because then we can force the water to go through our way when we need it to, and when it's a bad tide, we just open this one and flood it all out there. Will be the hope. Right, okay. Cool. Okay. That feels like a plan. We can also then get metals. Oh, I need 250 science. We haven't got any science coming in at the moment because we haven't got enough grown beavers. No, we've got 6 spare jobs and we're about to have 20 beavers come through, which is good. So that's going to hopefully start. Yeah, we can see the science starting to come through, which is good. That means our hauler's shack. Okay, so the farmhouse is good there. You're doing that. Great. You should be very busy with grilling. Yep. Grilled potatoes are full. Excellent. Okay, so this plan seems like it's coming together here quite nicely. Yeah, so you guys are working on that. That's good. Just need more logs, but you're getting logs. Yeah, look, our plank pile's looking pretty good there. Good. Okay, that's coming along quite nicely. We are also going to want batteries at some point, but it's trying to connect them into the power grid is going to be a challenge, because we basically have to run a power line with all of these cogs and everything into a battery. I'm just trying to think where our best bet for a battery is going to be, because if we, well, we haven't got four, because I'm thinking we could probably try and like put something up here and then dynamite even further down, because you can dynamite down to make the batteries even better. Okay, we got dehydrated beavers. Why? We have plenty of water. Go get a drink. Because when they're dehydrated, they actually move slower. Yeah, let's see. He's thirsty. And that causes a movement speed debuff. Yeah, 25% debuff. It's like, beaver will die soon. Well, go and get a drink. I did see that apparently in update 7, which is on their experimental branch, they've got, there's like a lunch break that's in the middle now, so they can go and try and get like a drink and some food in the middle of the day to save them getting into this kind of situation at the end of the day. Which, yeah, I think that's quite a good way of going. I don't object to that. Okay, I really want that science to start coming in. There we go. They're all now working away, which is good. We need that for the tapper shack, and then we're going to need the wood workshop so we can get the... Oh, you just need the pine resin. Okay, so we do just need the tapper shack right now. Which we're going to have to... Where could we pop the tapper shack? Oh, we could pop it, like, here, couldn't we? Oh, yeah, that's going to cover it quite nicely. We'll just need to move that. So let's start working on that now. So we will move this lumberjack flag here. Pop a road out, come in this way. And then we'll be ready when we get enough science for the tapper shack. Which will be good. Okay. 500, we need a little bit more. Now got 5 unemployed beavers. I don't mind having unemployed beavers as long as we can keep the food going. That's our grilled potatoes. Like, we've still got so many potatoes here to try and handle. And the storage for these is full. Okay. Suggests at some point we're going to want a potato storage. I think we've properly overdone our farms at the minute, but that's fine. I don't mind that. We can handle that. Let's have a look. Where are we? Tapper Shack. Come on, just a bit more science, guys. Working away. We've got all of this water flowing. We should have 0 contamination right now, which would be quite nice. Yep. You should be, yeah, full of antidote. That's fine. We came over this way, didn't we? So we could get our deep metal extracts, which is, again, that's fine. We can get on with that in a bit. Right. Oh, come on. There we go. 500. I was like, come on. We've got to be able to get to our Tapper Shack. I'd have been annoyed if it finished the day and we'd have stayed on 499. Right. Cool. So now we can get everyone building the Tapper Shack. That's then going to get us this pine resin, which is going to let us finish this. We're also going to start collecting maple, which is good. Where's food? Because then we can start looking at bakeries. Because that means we're going to have... if we start doing bakeries, that's going to give us different food forms and it makes everyone happier. So, yeah, we need to grow wheat. Okay. We might... Yeah, we can change some of these potatoes then. So we could probably start doing that now. Yeah, if we start growing wheat and we replace all of this with wheat. Okay, so none of that is reachable. That's fine. Clear that. It then actually probably means we want to clear all these potato plants. We've got a lot of potatoes at the moment, so if we clear all of that, and then when they're clear we replace that with wheat, we can start preparing to make... Prioritize nothing. Okay, so you've started grabbing maple syrup, that's fine. We've got a drought approaching. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the height of this slightly. Just so we can try and hold some water in here. When the drought comes, and then we'll close these gates to trap as much water as we can get. But I'm going to have to try and remember to do that next time, because I'm going to wrap up here and say, as usual, likes, comments, subscriptions, they help the channel grow, they help get it out in front of other people. So thank you very much to those of you that thank you very much to those of you that do that. Getting tongue twisted there. Thank you very much to my YouTube channel members. Your support is very much appreciated. And please don't forget that as a supporter, you do gain access to the save files for any of the open world games I'm currently playing, along with the blueprints and early access to the videos, so you get to see what's going on before anybody else. We have also got a channel member come in. We've got Jimmy H. What are you? You're our herbalist. Good job. Anybody else snuck in? We got Shane. Shane is working in the efficient farmhouse. So I hope you guys are keeping an eye out for yourselves to see if you could pop in or not. Any children yet? No, I don't see anyone cycling around to the children. But yeah, we got some more channel members in there. If you want to be a beaver, you can join as a channel member as well. But other than that, thank you all very much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you all next time.